Hello everyone, my name is Animish Sharma and today we are continuing our Goland project. So right, right, we left right here. Yes, we have left right here and we are gonna continue with registers. And before we continue, I just want to say that I have sprained my fingers. So if my typing or anything is slow, please forgive me for that. So first of all, when a user basically enters our application, he has to register to our website. So we are not gonna say return c.sendString, but for now let's just have it right there. So we are gonna have a data variable named data of a map of string. So string basically means this, like yeah, something like this. This is I guess called object in JavaScript. So if you're familiar with JavaScript, this is map in Golang. So you're gonna say if error c.bodyParser body parser, and we're gonna have a pointer of data in here. Data error is not equals to null. Panic error. Right. So basically what we are doing here, so we have to send some data like let's just comments right here. We're gonna send some data like username is equal to something like Animish, and password is something like, for now let's say password, and everything like this. So we're actually assigning data for all this. We're just saying that data is equal to this whole thing. This is a dictionary in Python, I guess. I'm not very familiar with Python data types. So let's get ahead. And after this, I'm having troubles with my mouse as I sprained my um, right hand's finger, and it's really hard to do anything. So we're gonna set password. So we actually want our password to be in a encrypted form so that no one can see or understand what the password is. So even if our database got hacked, or you know SQL injection kind of works on our database, so he's gonna see some crypted password. So we're gonna say bcrypt, and before we do that, we're just gonna go here and say go.pkg pkg.go.dev, and we're gonna say bcrypt here. So here's a bcrypt, and copy the, that was it. Okay, copy this right here, Goland bcrypt, and we're gonna say go encrypt -u. Yes, it's gonna take some time, so we're actually downloading a package bcrypt. So now we can use it. We're gonna say bcrypt p dot generate from password, and actually give a password in form of byte because it requires password in a list of byte. So we're gonna say, yes, we're gonna say byte, list of byte, and convert this to data password. Yeah, and then the number of rounds we actually want, so that number of hashes that we want for our password. So let's go with 15 right now. Data password, this is not necessary, this should be right here. Yes, so 15. So as high as possible, but it will take more time. 15 is, I guess, ideal. So if you go with 20, it will be more secure password, but registering a user will take more time, as the password will be hashing again and again and again. So 15 is, I guess, ideal for our website. So we're gonna say if error is not equal to nil, then we're gonna say panic error. If you want to do something else like fmt.println error, you can also do that. So we're gonna say if length of data password is smaller than equal to 8, actually smaller than 8, then return c.json fiber.map and error password must have at least 8 characters. Yeah. So now we are gonna have a user model here. So models.user models.user it's not imported yet, it's imported, and we're gonna set everything to this. So name will be data name, not in this form. Data name, email will be email, username will be data username, and password will be data password. We have our encrypted password right here. And lastly, posts will be a list of models.post, and that's all. So we're gonna save this user in our database. So we're gonna say result is equal to database dot db dot and create database.db.models model. So basically what model suggests here is that a table, or you can say, so we want to save our user to a particular table. We are not going to save our user to post table. We actually want our user to be inside of user table. So for this, Gob suggests something like model slash table. You see right here. Models. Model, yes, something like this, not this. Man, my finger hurts very much right now, but anyways, okay. Should be constraint primary key. I have seen somewhere like this. Let's go up here, and there should be in query, and yes, something like this, like db.model. So select from users, order by whatever that is. So model basically tells com which table has to be is selected here, which of the following tables is selected if there are multiple tables. So to use model, we have to give it pointer of models of user. We're gonna say and models dot user and dot create. pointer of create, pointer of user, and if slt dot error error reslt result lt, I cannot move my mouse, so it's too long. If result not error is not equal to nil, then we're gonna say panic. Okay, there's some problem right here. Result compiler, of course I have declared the variable wrong. Then we're gonna say fiber.map, or we can just return a fiber map, return fiber.map inside a c.json, of course, because fiber.map is not of type error and we are expecting an error, so we're gonna say error cannot create user user. So how is our application going to work? It will be working on the concept of JWT, that is JSON Web Tokens. And to create JSON Web Tokens, actually you can learn about JSON Web Tokens a lot on YouTube and Google and all. So to create JSON Web Token, I'm gonna have a separate folder here called utils, because we're gonna use utils a lot in this project. We will have jwt.go. So what are we going to have here? So first of all, let's create a function generate gwt and give it pointer of fiber.cpx. Oh, of course fiber is not recognized, so we're going to say import first of all the package utils. Import github.com/fiber go fiber /fiber. So it should have that, yeah. /v2, yes, /v2, yeah, it's good now. And we will have user, that is models.user, and we will also be returning an interface here. So why are we returning an interface? Because we're gonna return a user and error here. Let me tell you how. So first we are gonna create a type. It will be custom class, custom claims, which will be struct with a pass. Let's name it pass string, which will have JSON now. And jwt dot standard class. We're gonna use jwt right here. So let's go here and search for jwt, and we're gonna need jwt/who. This one, I guess, yes, it's this one. See who get. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Okay, So we have a gwt.go here, and we're gonna have gwt.standard claims, and we will have a variable here, custom, and will be custom claims with pass will be, and we will also need uuid. Let me just finish this gwt.go, and I'll explain what are we doing here. To get here. Okay, so we will have password as uuid dot new string. That's like this, I guess. Yes, and gwt dot standard claims with issuer to be, and we will also need string curve strcov, and we have that dot itoa integer of user dot id, and expires at time. So apparently it takes pointer of gwt.time after doing some research. Actually not some research, after doing some experimentation I get to know that it takes now gwt.time, and we can just use time dot now dot add time r into 168, and it will be good. So now we're gonna assign our new custom claims. Gonna say claims will be equal to gwt.new with claims, and gwt.signing method will be our hs256 creates a notable specified. Yes, and we have to give here the name of the variable. Now say token comma error will be equal to claims dot signed string. Will take a byte signed string here. So it takes a string right here in byte form. So let's just name it for now like GoBlogX. So yeah, when I say if error is not equal to nil, we will have c.status as fiber dot status internal server error, and return c.json as fiber dot map to error internal server error. Okay, and we're going to return a token right here. So this is our routing code. And what how we're gonna have a uuid now. Yes, this one, google.uuid says, yes, I knew that it does not work like this. We're gonna have new string right here. Yeah, says time is I guess it does not need that actually too. Is struct. Okay, so that is it, I guess. So what we are actually doing, we're actually generating a token so that the user can access our database with authentication that he is our website's user, not someone else. So custom claims basically. So if we don't have custom claims, we will have the same, you know, JWT every time, like something like this, and this will be same as always. So the password that we used right here is new string. So it will change every time a user logs in, so that cookie theft will be avoided by this, and our JWT won't be same with this custom clamps. Now once we have created our custom clamps, issuer will be someone to which it is being issued, and JWT when will it be expired. Then we will have signing and clamps.sign string. So basically sign string returns a complete signed token, and the you can actually see it right here on Google. So what sign string does, sign string generates, this is the most expensive part of the whole deal. Unless you need something special, just go straight for sign string. Now the thing we are passed here is basically how our sign string is gonna sign our token with this, as you can think of it as like password in custom claims. So our claims will be signed as being password to this. So we can say that GoBlogX will be a part of our JWT, and we will verify the user by saying that this word. Okay, sorry for that. I just got a phone call. Okay, so where was I? Yes. So our JWT will recognize that this is our token by, verify that the secret right here with sign strings is GoBlogX. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say here. So basically, if the token is something very big, it will have a crypted form of GoBlogX for JWT to recognize that this is one of our tokens. Okay, and this will be a factor how we are gonna verify our JWT. So let's just go here, and in user controller we're gonna, create a new JWT for the user that was just registered right now, and we're gonna say token will be equal to utils, not this one, utils. I guess we have imported wrong utils. Utils dot, not this one. So let's just go ahead and say blog slash utils imported but not used. Yes, so utils dot not just generate JWT, of course, not my hand, not generate JWT, and we're going to pass the user right here. Before that we're going to pass C and user right here. So we're going to return, after that we're going to return c.json. Let's, yes, we're going to return c.json. Happen to it type of error. So this will not have curly braces, we'll have this one. So c.json fiber.map, and we will have our user will be user token will be token, and we will say something like success registered successfully. Okay, just move this right here and have it with, yeah. Okay, so this is our register function, and it's 27 minutes. Let's create a login function as fast. So for login function, we're gonna have similar thing right here. Till here we're gonna have the similar thing, and data function. So we will name it login. Okay, so in login function we have our body, and we're gonna say var user is pointer, not pointer, normal of models dot user, and here's a db database dot db dot models model, and models dot user dot where the username is equals to data username dot first to end user. So we are finding the first user with username that the user will pass in the front end, and then assigning that user to the variable user. So we will say if user dot id is equals to 0, that means the user does not exist. Fiber dot map error user does not exist. Okay, so we're gonna say if error is in decrypt dot gen compare hash and passwords right there, and we're gonna say byte hashed password first. Okay, so hash password is user dot password, and the password that we're gonna pass is byte data password, and if error is not equals to nil, then we're gonna say incorrect password. Let's just copy it from right here, copy paste, now put this. So let's just copy all of this, return cdor, and password is incorrect. Okay, now we have two if functions. That's a validation that it is an authentic user, and we're going to generate JWT for the user. Utils dot generate JWT for user. So we're also going to pass C and return everything that we are returning right here. Login successful. And so here is do not import using metadata. Post Says missing metadata. I guess this is a silly error right here of Go like it always does. Do not import blogs. Missing metadata for import blog slash controllers slash. Okay, like I said, it's a silly error. So this is our login and register function. We're gonna test these functions in next video as this video is long enough. I hope you like this video. This video is not up to the mark of what I'm actually serving for you, the quality of content what I'm serving for you right now. Because as you know, my hand is sprained and I cannot make video. I'm not going to make another video because until this is fixed, because you will have slow content and the parts will be like 6 or 7 in which this all will be completed. So I'll create a video after my hand is okay and fine. Thank you for watching and bearing with me. I'm Animish Sharma signing out.